What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Let's Play Hiveswap Friendsim for the third time. My third playthrough of Hiveswap Friendsim, in which instead of just playing by myself or sending photos to a friend and making a commentary YouTube series out of it. Because, why not, right? It's a fun time. Hope you're having as much fun as I am. A potential spoiler warning for Homestuck proper, this game, Pesterquest, some Homestuck fanfics. I'm pretty sure epilogues aren't a real thing, so I don't know how you would have spoilers for that. But I believe today is Chixie's route, who I love, so this is going to be exciting. And today is also the first time recording with my glowy keyboard, which you can't see because I don't have my camera on, but just know it's glowing rainbow, and it's 10 out of 10. Another night, another ramble. A classic... Fuck. Sorry about that, folks. That was like a second for you, but, you know, it'd be like that. A classic song comes back to you as you continue on your way. Some of that good old earth wisdom about a specific kind of footwear being made for walking. And you wish you had that kind of footwear right now, in this current chapter of your life. Or any footwear, for that matter. You've definitely learned your lesson about getting overexcited about the prospect of new friends. And, running out in nothing but a bathrobe. Oh, who are you kidding? Maybe not in that particular bathrobe way, but chances are high that it wasn't the last Chances are high that wasn't the last time you'll fly out in a buoyant afterglow of an intense friendgasm, which is still a word I hate. Chixie time! Look at her! Look how cute she is! I love Chixie. I want to give her a hug. Your point is, you need a wardrobe change. You should have asked Elward for one of her rad leather jackets. You could really make one of those work. Geez, this is kind of a crummy neighborhood. And there you go again, making snap judgments. Get a little alien culture into you and suddenly you're an expert. Looks like you found the alternative nightlife. Well, technically all life here is nightlife. If people are nocturnal, shouldn't nightclubs be called day clubs? Maybe the lure of dancing and getting smashed with strangers is not enough to get people to brave the blistering sun. You doubt you've braved a stiff wind breeze for it. You aren't much of a partier. But recently you were all about new experiences. You'll try anything once. A long line of people snakes along the side of a building. It doesn't appear to be moving. The club must not be open yet. You consider getting in the line, but there's so many people here. You really are more of a one-on-one friendship type. MSPA reader, neurodivergent. Alert the presses. And also, let's just take a second to appreciate the background art, just to look at it. I think it's real cool, and I don't know. I guess I do my backgrounds very similarly, where it's kind of loose and soft, and I think the clouds are really pretty. Yeah, I love how the streets are lined with lights instead of having street lamps. I think that's a really cool detail. You go around the back instead, to your old friend the back alley in the dumpster. Distantly, you hear music. It comes out every few seconds, and then drops off. Maybe a sound check? You hear something else. A musical sigh comes from up ahead. You turn a corner to find a girl standing alone outside a back entrance. A heavy door is propped open with a chunk of concrete, like someone had gouged it out of the street. They probably did. The girl has on a sweater dress and leg warmers, a bronze sign splashed across her chest. You wonder if you should consider painting a sign onto your own clothes, just to make yourself seem more normal. Just steal them. Pull a life of crime. Just steal a sign. Yeah, no, probably no point. You'd also need to paint yourself gray and find a pair of fake horns. Who would do something like that? Sounds like a huge pain with absolutely no benefits. Sharpie Beth. The girl hasn't noticed you yet. She is staring at her feet and sighing. Also, she's making weird little whoops and clicking noises, or singing a few bars of wordless notes starting low and climbing up high. Wow, it sounds pretty good. The enclosed space between the alley walls makes it seem like it's coming from all directions. Look at her, I want to pinch her cheeks. and go buy her cute mascara, because she looks like she's wearing orange mascara and it looks really pretty. Maybe you should just leave. She looks busy. But then another troll sticks their head around the open door, shooting the girl an unkind look and kicking the cement block doorstop away. Oh, heck. There's really only one reason you would prop open a door. I think it's grab the door before it can close. Displaying the dexterity of someone far healthier and far less dressed than in a slinky bathrobe, you grab the door before it can slam closed. The bronze blood girl's attention snaps up and she breaks off mid-note. She takes in the misplaced concrete and you holding the door. Oh, thanks for catching that. I would have had to go all the way around the front. It must have been the wind. Just what sort of wind do they have here that could pick up a chunk of rock the size of a turtle? Unless wind is urban slang for some rude douchebag. June just flew by, that's all. She gives you a quick little smile and darts to the door, letting it close behind her with a solid click. Yep, locked. The brief, gleaming flare of friendship you felt when she smiled at you in earnest thanks, stutters, and dies. You really had a moment there, but now she's inside, and you're out here, where you will never reap the fruit of glorious friendship you have planted with that act of kindness. Jeez, what's the point of doing something nice if you don't get any credit for it? Game over. Because you were too nice of a person. And of the few times when doing something with like an asshole in the description is the good thing to do. Well, not good thing to do. Better for the end of the game. Better for the end goal of the game. So instead, we're gonna stand there like an asshole. Oh no! Like the witness to a disastrous car accident, you stand there and watch as the girl notices the door closing and lets out a squeak. Jumping for the handle, she misses it and smacks her knee against the metal frame. She's so small. Ouch, damn it. She has a soft, musical voice, even when she's swearing. You ask if she's okay. She stops rubbing at her knee and looks at you. You are quite a bit taller than you. You are quite a bit taller than her, but she looks older than some of the other trolls you've hung out with. No worries. Well, at least not about my leg. If you want something to worry about, I'm sure I can come up with some ideas without much trouble. You assure her that you had plenty to worry about recently, though you appreciate the offer. She gives a fruitless tug at the back door. She knocks. Nobody comes. She knocks again. Still nothing. You tell her that someone kicked her doorstep out of the way. She looks disappointed, but not surprised. Oh well, I'll just have to go back around to the front. Could be worse. Would you care to join me? Oh my god, you thought she'd never ask. Dear watchers, I think I might have based a little bit of the appearance of my D&D character's first girlfriend. Well, they never really dated, but, you know, pining. Off of Chixie and not realized it. Whoops. This is working out perfectly. You are so glad she got locked back out here with you and the rest of the garbage. I'm Chixie Rixmer, although I'm sure you already knew that. I don't think you're an idiot or anything. You know, meet and greets are usually after the show, but you seem nice. You aren't sure how she figures that, since all you've done is stand around? It's true though, so you don't protest. You are nice. Super nice. You might be the nicest son of a bitch on this whole dang planet. You ask her if she's performing here tonight. Of course. Why else would I be warming up in a dirty back alley? You tell her you've seen people do far weirder things. She laughs. You aren't wrong. People around here will do anything for attention nowadays. For instance, you're walking around in an ablution robe. You cough delicately. True. Very true. She's got you there. If you come inside with me, I can give you an autograph. I don't have anything to write with back here. Chixie seems to think that you are a fan who managed to get past security to accost her in person. She doesn't seem too upset though, more like delighted. You think back many friends ago to when Sarava told you it was dangerous for lowbloods to get popular. You wonder if Chixie trusts you because she thinks you're also lowblood. Or maybe she's just not that popular? You follow her back to the front of the club, past the line of trolls waiting to get inside. A guy whistles at her, and she gives him a flirty little wave, along with a flat smile. A customer service smile. She shows the bouncer something on her palm husk, and he lifts up the velvet rope. They're with me. They're my +1. Wow! You've never been anybody's +1 before. A bunch of people in line look annoyed, but Chixie ignores them. You follow her, tripping a little on the hem of your robe. It's a miracle we haven't eaten shit yet. Be careful, huh? You don't want to twist an ankle. Chixie speaks with a lilt, like a character in a musical getting ready to burst into song. You hope you aren't supposed to participate if she does. You're a little too busted for impromptu dance numbers, and you're also liable to flash someone in this robe. You hear music and chatter from down the hall, but Chixie pulls you in another direction, toward the dressing rooms. You pass several closed doors, stopping in front of one that seems to be in the process of being cleared out. A bunch of shit is spilling out into the hall, clothes trailing out of suitcases. A microphone cord seems to be slithering slowly among the detritus. Charming. God, I can't do anything without someone messing around, locking me out, and now this. Who did this? I'm seriously out for blood tonight. Looks like someone commandeered her dressing room while she was out, as well as tossed all her shit out into the hall. I have to deal with this. I'll be right back. You can borrow some clothes, if you want. In fact, I insist. She leaves you in the cramped little room. It's dark in the hall, but everywhere in Alternia it's kept darker than it's comfortable for you. You're getting used to it, though. See, I would die on Alternia for a number of reasons. I think I've discussed before, but also I have no night vision. Like, I have trouble seeing a lit up phone, mind you, like more than an arm's length away from me in a car at night. I just absolute shit night vision. That's the unfortunate reality of, I don't know, being blind, I guess. I have glasses too, so you know. You imagine humans used to have to deal with this all the time back before electricity, provided they didn't immediately die of, like, dysentery? You flick on the outline of white bulbs around the mirror. Oh wow! Even in the soft, flattering light, you look like an A-grade, free-range disaster. Tagora's expensive rainbow drinker serum has rubbed off, and now you're mostly just dusty. You wade through a couple of Chixie's suitcases, but everything in here is too small for you. There's a couple sweater dresses and a hoodie that might fit, but without a pair of pants, that's gonna get real scandalous. Real fast. How small is she? How tall? Because I always imagine the reader is kind of small. Like my height's like 5'2", 5'2.5". Chixie's tiny. She's just doing her best. The only thing you find that works in the whole damn dressing room is a floaty purple dress hanging on the back of the door. Definitely not your style. You would never wear anything like this at home. But fuck it. Roll with the punches, right? And not just in violence ways. Fashion ways. You have a little experimental twirl in front of the mirror. You aren't gonna break any hearts, but you'll do. I actually kind of dig it. Listen. If the skirt does not go whoosh when you spin, I don't want it. Also pockets. I'd prefer pockets. You are busy admiring yourself when Chixie comes back. She sniffles sharply, and there are tear tracks on her face, but she isn't crying anymore. In fact, she looks mad as hell. Oh, damn. Is she mad at you? Did she manage to fuck something up without even being there? You've got mad fuck-up skills. I got bumped. They kicked me off the lineup. I was supposed to be opening, but some new band came in and they have a purple blood drummer, so the club wouldn't let them take my place. Of course. This is how it always goes. God, she looks so sad. Time to break out your finely tuned comforting muscles. But before you can get those guns out, someone oozes up to the two of you. Someone you recognize. I forgot he was here. Gross horseman. How do I do a frat bro voice? Oh, incredible. Miss Roxanne? What are the odds? It must be fate. Well, you chirped that you were coming to the show, so I guess the odds were pretty good. Zebra doesn't let this dim his sparkle. He isn't the type of guy to let facts get in the way. He hasn't even noticed you. He's too busy kissing the back of Chixie's hand. Looking good, baby. I'm kind of a mess. I've been crying. Well, crying looks good on you. Disgusting man. Zebra finally glances your way and does an extremely exaggerated double take. Wow, damn, I didn't even recognize you. You clean up really nice, you know? You haven't cleaned up at all, really. You haven't bathed since Dagora's fancy evolution trap. All you've done is put on a slinky dress. It's not like you aren't happy to see Zebra. I'm not. You are. I'm not. He's one of your many success stories. He's just, you know, the kind of friend you want to think back on fondly from time to time. Remembering all the good times? Yeah. Not necessarily the kind you want to hang out with. Or have hang all over you, like he is right now. Chixie looks at his arm around her shoulder and seems momentarily annoyed. Then her expression skips a couple tracks and hits back on neutral. So you've met. Where? Online? In a forum? Can I join? Not a forum. Unless you talk about the form of life. He winks. Fate just keeps bringing us together, doesn't it? Just like you and me, Chixie baby. Chixie laughs. Now that she's gotten over her surprise, her entire demeanor has changed. Her body language has relaxed and she is biting her lip. She looks like an actor demonstrating bashful on command. Zebra is eating it up. It was really nice of you to post about my EP on your blog. I got a lot of listens from that. Babe, I haven't told you I think you're so strong. Seriously, lowblood girls are so strong. Chixie laughs again. It sounds painful. She has dimples. How did I not know she has little dimples? Oh my god. Maybe once or twice. I love your new stuff. That one song, Poisonous Moon or whatever. A Bloody Sun? Yeah, right, exactly. Real good stuff, sweetheart. I can't wait to hear more tonight. Oh, right. He doesn't know Chixie got bumped. Chixie meets your eyes. She seems to be trying to communicate something entirely using her eyebrows. Oh, you had to get the bad ending. I'm committed to that, but Chixie doesn't deserve what's about to happen. Because we're to tell Zebra that Chixie isn't going to get to perform. Oh no, look at her go. She goes woo. You tell Zebra about the higher caste trolls coming in and taking Chixie's place. She starts making frantic motions behind Zebra's back and shaking her head, but immediately stops when he turns to look at her. That true, babe? It's not a big deal. This sort of stuff happens in the business all the time. Or so people tell me. Don't worry about it. No, I am worried. I always worry about lowbloods in terrible positions who can't help themselves at all. I'll take care of it for you. You really don't have to. Zebra touches her arm for way longer than is necessary. It's more of a shoulder rub than a pat. Chixie seems to be trying very hard not to shrug him off. Her smile belongs on a Halloween mask, a rictus grin. The two of you watch him swagger off back toward the front of the hall. Oh no. Chixie lets out a breath. I wish you hadn't done that. He's got a really popular music blog, and he's an indigo, so I have to be polite. One bad review from him and it's over for my career. But I try to interact with him as little as possible. You hadn't realized that Zebra was a musician. Oh, he's not. He just reviews albums and shows, stuff like that. He makes a lot of reposts, but he's got a ton of followers. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice to be noticed, but he's just a little pushy. I do not have time in my life right now for quadrants. You know what I mean? You do. You so do. Zebra tried what he tried with you on every low blood he meets. You aren't sure if that makes you feel worse or better. Just imagine getting he does die for a little bit, which would be nice. Chixie talks about him like he's a natural disaster, a tornado that she has to avoid to keep from getting torn apart. It's like it's just an inevitability that people would treat her like she owed them something. I don't want to seem ungrateful. You tell her that she doesn't seem ungrateful. From where you're standing, she doesn't seem to be doing anything wrong. She sighs, pulling a piece of hair out of her eyes. Too bad doing everything right doesn't automatically mean things will go your way. Oh no, he's back. When Zebra comes back, such little time has passed that you don't think he could have possibly done anything. He shows you and Chixie all of his teeth. I got it all fixed up for you. You go on tonight. In fact, you're headlining. You're welcome. Chixie's mouth drops open. What? How? I get to do anything I want in my own club. Wait. What? I bought it from the owner. He's just a teal. Seriously, business ownership? A little... It's a little ambitious for a mid-blood, isn't it? I convinced him that it would be easier for him and everybody else if a high-blood took over. I would need to get into the club scene anyway. Now you always have somewhere to perform. Provided to do everything I say all the time. He grins to show that's just a joke, but there's also something in his smile that you really, really don't like. You regret asking for his help. So does Chixie, apparently. She gets right in your face. Nice work. Now I owe him even more than before. This is the only club around here that will let low-blood solo acts perform. You can find your own way out, can't you? We fucked up again. This ending is terrible, but just look at the little... She's so cute. I want to pick her up. I probably could. Just go woo. Let's go to the ending where Zebra doesn't exist. Oh, there's two endings in this one. We'll get the more sad good ending first. I can't rap, but we'll figure that out when we get there. So instead, we're gonna mind your own damn business. You follow Chixie's lead and don't say anything. Zebra will find out pretty soon anyway when the show starts and Chixie doesn't get on stage. He takes off, saying he's gonna get a spot in the pit. There's no pit here. Her earnest, polite look drops as soon as Zebra's out of sight. She's letting you see all the bits of herself that she has to hide from other people. You wonder if it's because you don't matter that much, or because she can sense your trustworthy nature. You are a natural optimist when it comes to friendship, so you decide to believe the latter. Come on, I want to get a good look at the jerks who took the stage from me, so I can talk about them on my vent cheddar. You can follow it if you want. Only like 4 people do. It's not like anybody cares about my problems anyway. You risk an encouraging pat between her shoulder blades. She snips and wipes her nose. At least I have you, my one non-creepy fan. At least I think you aren't creepy. I guess I don't know you that well. You sure heard that you aren't creepy. At least not as creepy as that guy. Chixie starts to respond, but then breaks off. Her voice sticks in her throat like she swallowed a bug. Oh, wait. They actually eat bugs here. Like she swallowed a live bug. Actually, they might eat live bugs. Well, fuck. Simile canceled. She goes, Anyway, Chixie stops talking, and you realize it's because she's listening instead. The first band is on, and going from Chixie's expression, this must be the band that scooped her. Look at her go. Fuck the high bloods, y'all. I haven't said that recently. Oh, I have in the descriptions, in every description, but I haven't said that out loud recently, so fuck the high bloods. I can't believe it. I can't. She takes off. You aren't sure if you're supposed to follow, but she swoops back in and grabs your hand to drag you along behind her. Woo. You go past the club entrance and up a staircase, emerging in a tiny backstage area. Chixie stops just outside the stage lights. The band on stage is 4 trolls, mixed cast, judging from their clothes. Although you suppose they don't have to wear clothes the color of their blood, though most trolls seem to. Law or tradition? Both are dangerous to break. That's my song. They didn't just steal my set. They stole my set list. Her cheeks flush a ruddy brown when she shakes with rage. She begins singing along with them. I cannot promise I can sing. Just and behold, breathe the terror of life on hell, spines and gore, forevermore on this nightmare island spell. Paris above, blight below. I'm knocking on your hive's front door. Love me, please. I abhor. It has a kind of twangy country feel to it, except it's about murder. Or maybe love? You can't tell. It just doesn't really fit the band on stage vibe. Doesn't really fit Chixie's either. But then again, you haven't seen her perform. Maybe she's really different when she gets on a spotlight. She's crying now. Tears streaming down her face as she sings. It's all over. Nobody's gonna believe I wrote this music. Some little dirt blood country girl. You remember what Sarava told you about highbloods stealing the music and acting like they wrote it? God, that's so unfair. She's crying. I think, yeah, both of these go to good endings. So let's get the sadder good ending, which is, that sucks, where's the bar? Chixie looks up at you like she's only just remembered she's a physical body and not simply an amorphous blob of pure sadness. It's a cluster of bottles in a nearby amp. God. More Faygo. Of all the brands that could cross galaxies, of course it had to be Faygo. Chixie grabs what looks like a liquor bottle. It's probably still full of... I never actually had Faygo. I've always meant to go buy some, but there's like one gas station I know of around here that sells it, and I've only gone in there like once. I guess it's right next to one of my jobs. I'm going there tonight. I'll report back next episode if I tried some Faygo and how I feel about it. Right here. Come on. Not even my vent chitter is enough for this. Back in the dressing room, Chixie upends several suitcases onto the floor, mixing her stuff with the other performers. Her give a shit-o meter is down in the red, apparently. It's broken. We've broke it. We're no longer giving any shits. She flops down in the pile she's made and takes a huge gulp out of the bottle. Wow, have some. It's awful. Encouraging. Come on, it's gross, but it won't kill you. You wish people would stop promising you that. So far it's been true, but you still don't trust it. She takes another drink and hiccups, then holds the bottle out for you. I've also never been drunk, so. There's some cool fun facts for you. Great, peer pressure. Lying on a pile of sweaters with a distraught vocalist and getting wasted is exactly what you wanted to do with your evening. Chixie gives the bottle a shake. Oh, well. You sucked smoke out of a bug's ass and you're still here? You drop down on the sweaters beside her. Chixie is dramatic, but you are disappointed to discover that she was not being dramatic about this. It is awful. Right? Have some more. You do. God, that's so bad. Chixie's getting a lot tipsier than you. She's drinking faster, and she's smaller than you are. Not that you know shit about troll size physiology. Come on, let's commiserate. It's hard, you know? You know. Boy, do you know. These 2 episodes, man. Yeah. The music business, I mean. Especially when you're starting out. You have to be visible, but you also can't look like you're showing off. You have to pretend like you don't like the attention or fame, even if you do. But sometimes you have to pretend you do like it, even if you don't. If you're a low blood, you have to touch everything you do, all the time. If you're a high blood, you can do anything and everybody thinks it's awesome, no matter what. Show business sucks. You want to mention that she's the one who decided to go into it in the first place, but that would be unkind. Nobody here seems to have a job, or go to school either. They all just have intensely obsessive hobbies, like painting, or music, or meat. Legit, though. Every troll neurodivergent? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a neurodivergency if the whole planet's like that, but you know what I mean. Instead, you tell her that you're sure she'll write more songs. Sure, and they'll just steal those too. Tell her you are sure that's not true. Shh. Chixie attempts to put a finger up to your lips, but gets it half up your nose instead. Shh. Complaining time, not helpful advice time. Oh dang, you can definitely get behind that, because you've got some complaints. You take another swig, and it burns all the way down. You tell Chixie all about crash landing on a strange alien planet, their broken limbs, and hard times, and bad wardrobe choices. You skirt around all the amazing friends you made, though. You don't want her to experience friend envy. There she goes! She is a skeleton! She has disappeared! Look at her go! Halfway through your harrowing story, you hear something. Chixie is passed out, drooling on your dress. Better than puking. Do trolls puke? Oh well. This isn't about undying friendship, but it's not friendly? Victory? Oh, that's right, this one's not it's counted as a good ending, but you're kind of not actually, you don't really make a vow of friendship with her. She just kind of passes out next to you. Drunk off her ass. So let's get the actual good ending, where I attempt to figure out how to rap. Because you should do something. Yeah. Chixie clutches her fists. Yeah. She reaches into a snarled mess of equipment and comes back with a microphone that only looks a little bit squirmy. Then she walks over to a costume rack and pulls down a mask. It's plain white, just like the Phantom of the Opera's mask, jarringly stark against the gaudy, organic styles of most everything else on Alternia. She waits for a dip in volume of the song, then she gets one right after the bridge. Then she switches off the microphone and takes a huge breath. Shut the fuck up. The shout reverberates around the club. The sound of the crowd dips and then falls off almost entirely. The band staggers to a slow, rattling stop. No one seems to know what's going on. Oh hell, this isn't what you meant? You meant like egg their tour bus? Or trash them online? Chixie steps into the light and a murmur goes up through the crowd. The band singer lowers her microphone. She's in a short blue dress with long, vicious claws painted red. You aren't up on all the trends, but you're pretty sure that red is edgy. Chixie covers her microphone and says something to the band. The cerulean stares at her for a few seconds before letting out a cascading spray of laughter. Sure, honey, okay. Condescending and sweet, like Chixie is a toddler who happened to wander on stage. She points finger guns at the guy on the soundboard. Razor, give this lady a beat. Oh God. You know what this is? You see Chixie's face framed by the lights, focused and intent, all simpering gone. I don't know how to rap. I am not musically inclined. There's a car going by. You like that? I wrote it. You hit that? I own it. Coming in hot trying to steal my spot. Oh Lord, is this a limerick? Just grab my bulge and deep throat it. A dirty limerick. Holy shit, she's really doing this. A rap battle. Jesus. The cerulean scroll spits some stuff back. It's kind of basic, just drill insults about Chixie's blood color and her lyrics being stale. Considering she stole Chixie's song, that doesn't really fly. The crowd doesn't know that though. They're eating it up. They probably think it's all part of the show. Some fiery little lowblood coming on the stage to shake things up. Paint your claws red, paint your mouth brown, acting like you know what it's like down here on the ground. The crowd whoops. Theirs might be a high-blood-owned club, but there's definitely a lot of lowbloods in the crowd. Sorry, I'm having gay thoughts for a second. Just gonna enjoy them. But it's imitation. I got no expectation. This is your final station. You aren't gonna head higher than this collaboration. You aren't, like, a rap expert or anything, but you could definitely tell that Chixie isn't either. That's good, because I can't rap. She gets breathless towards the end of lines and hits some words strangely, but the crowd is really feeling her. Definitely more than they're feeling the cerulean. Chixie's voice picks up speed and power as she gains confidence, drawing energy off the crowd. You realize you're leaning forward too, making sure you catch every word. She goes through a whole list of the band's shortcomings, including their fashion sense, their talent level, and their interpersonal clusterfuck. They are apparently a pretty well-known group online. She throws some stuff in about them stealing her music, and the crowd woos like this is a middle school cafeteria. So kill me, call the drones. It won't change a bit of what they all know. When you're a thief, what do you expect? I beat you all square. Hey, show some respect. Chixie drops the mic. The room erupts. Holy shit, that was awesome. She just came up with all of that on the fly. The cerulean looks furious, and another troll runs on the stage trying to get the crowd under control. They're all chanting, mask, mask, mask. 2020! Masks, masks, masks. Chixie runs back off stage, chucking both the mask and the microphone back where she found them. She grabs you and you run all the way back out to the alley where you met, letting the door close behind you. Guess you're done with that club. Chixie's eyes are round and shell-shocked. I just did that. Yeah, she really did. I just told a bunch of highbloods to eat my bulge. You don't know what a bulge is, but yep. Fuck, they liked me, didn't they? They were cheering for me. You say yeah. You're pretty sure they were. Holy shit, I'm going to be called. Did you hear that stuff I said? You can't just say stuff like that. You remind her that she was wearing a mask when she did it. Oh, right. Nobody will know who I am. I'm safe. Oh, but that means nobody will know it was me. You aren't quite following. I'm not going to get any credit at all. God, why does everything in my life have to be so metaphorically resonant? Oh, girl, you feel that. You def know what that's like. Hey, that was pretty dope. Both of you jump about a foot in the air. A lowblood in a hoodie and a pair of sunglasses slouches against the brick beside the back door. Either you are seriously impaired today, or he is seriously good at sneaking. Is it Damick? Just sit on that for a second. You got any stuff online? He asks Chixie. She gapes at him. But I wasn't wearing a mask. How did you know? Well, you're standing right outside the door, and you're wearing the same clothes you did on stage, so... Oh, right. Clever of you. Don't worry about it. Plausible deniability, right? Catch you later. He slinks off, one hand raised in a casual, cool guy farewell. I think that is supposed to be Damick. I mean, maybe it's not, but I'm just gonna pretend it is. See, you tell Chixie. Some people will figure out who you are. Possibly just ran outside of clubs. But still, she can do this. She can make her dreams come true. You're totally right. I so can. I guess all hope isn't lost. At least until another insurmountable obstacle comes along. Thanks for, well, everything. I would have never gone out there if it aren't for you. She hesitates a few seconds, then goes in for a slightly damp hug. Sorry, stage lights and terror makes me sweat. Yay! Got some pale feelings in the bag. Got another friend. She's adorable. Possibly a Damick cameo. Hiveswap team, can we please have Hiveswap 2? Please? For the love of fuck. One of my favorites. I don't know if my voice was consistent, but I hope it was. I have work soon. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. You know what, let's just check who it is this time. Because I can do that. It'll take 2 seconds. My nose is all stuffy, and I hate it. Oh, it's Azdaja. I'm going to figure out how to do an anime boy voice. Oh, actually, oh, no, we're like, okay, so there's 18 plus an epilogue, and we are on 8. So we still got quite a whiles to go. I guess 9, technically. Now, quite a whiles to go. Can't wait to see you next episode. Bye!